One of the main things that a lot of people miss when they're leaving corporate is to check out health insurance before you leave and what options you have, what needs you have, and how much it is going to cost. Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about some of the questions and the information you should gather prior to you leaving corporate. When I say leaving corporate, I mean going self-employed, early retired, and I'm specifically talking about health insurance. So you will usually have the option to take COBRA when you leave corporate. And COBRA is basically the ability to take the health insurance you have now with your employer with you when you go. Now, if you are able to do that, you're going to want to find out what the cost of that is beforehand, because right now your employer is paying a percentage of your premium for you and or you and your family. So you want to know what those numbers are. I do have a series of 2 videos, COBRA, knowing if it's the right fit for you. I'm going to have the links down below for you to hit it, and also here up the side. If you watch those, then you can break down the steps of figuring out if COBRA is going to be the right fit for you or what pieces of COBRA might be a good fit for you. Before you even decide on whether or not COBRA is going to be the right fit for you, let's go over the questions you should ask and when you should ask them to make sure that you are all set up and good to go on the health insurance side before you leave corporate. So the first question you're going to ask is, when am I leaving? If you're going self-employed or early retired, then the question of health insurance is going to play a really significant part of answering that question. So I recommend at least a general look at all of your health insurance options prior on deciding what that date is going to be. The next question you're going to want to ask yourself is, when do I tell my employer? So this can sometimes get into a lot of politics. If you're negotiating retirement packages, if they don't want you to go, even just telling them might suddenly end your employment. Let me go over some of the details that will help you make the decision of when to approach your employer. Now, most of the time your human resources person can just go ahead and they'll have the COBRA numbers already for you. So when it comes to COBRA, your employer has 30 days from you giving notice to tell the health insurance provider that you are leaving. Your health insurance provider then has an additional 14 days before they have to provide you any information on the COBRA. When it comes down to the politics of the situation of your work, at the very worst, it could be 45 days from the time that you give notice before you get COBRA information. The next question is, when do I start looking at my health plan options? I would say minimum 2 months. Give yourself at least 2 months to do research on health insurance for a couple of reasons. It takes time to research, especially if this is the first time that you've ever delved into private health and individual health insurance. If you've had a group plan forever and ever, then it is a whole different world out there in the private individual market. So again, give yourself some time to do some research and find out what's out there. Another reason that you want to give yourself at least 2 months to research health insurance is that sometimes too, the application can take time to be processed. And finally, the other reason to give yourself at least 2 months is that when you get out there and start researching, it might affect your decision to go self-employed or retired. So again, give yourself that option, give yourself some time so you can make a fully informed decision when you take the leap. Last but not least is, how do I find out what my health insurance options are and what the best plan is for me? Now, there's a couple of ways to do that. First and foremost, I recommend going to my website. I have the Start Here checklist. You can click on my link below. It goes down through a step-by-step of what information I recommend that you get together to be able to figure out exactly what your needs are. Once you have that all together, not only have the information to give any agents that you talk to, you also have in your mind what you need and what you want and your priorities are. So when you see the plans, not only can you identify, oh yes, this might be the right one for me, you can also see, oh no, I need my plan to have X. And because it doesn't just come down to what's the cheapest one. I mean, sometimes it might just have to, but especially if you need a surgery and things like that, doing that math and making that balance is going to be really important. Then once you have all that information, talk to a licensed agent. I know there's a lot of questions on finding an agent that is trustworthy. There are a few good agents out there. Actually, there's many of us. So yes, talk to an agent. The main reason I recommend that is because they should know the plans inside and out, and they should also know the full width and breadth of the plans that are available out there and which ones might be the best fit for you. So this channel that I have here is all about getting you the information so you can make the best, most informed choices, especially if you're self-employed, if you're early retired, if you have to pay for your own plan, your employer's plan is too expensive and you have to find it for your family, or your employer just doesn't give a plan for you. It is a completely different world out there other than group health insurance, and these videos are set up for you. So if you have any questions, if you have any recommendations of a video that you'd like to see, please put them in the comments down below or message me. Definitely subscribe and click that bell to be notified anytime that I post a new video. So look, you guys, this is wonderful. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you have a really beautiful day.